So I don't really do tank reviews anymore, largely because whenever someone looks up a tank, there's going to be 40 other videos that show up before one that's better made than theirs is. But it's also not going to be full of like revolutionary new information a lot of the time. And these days you can instead just go play the tank for yourself a lot of the time without a lot of trouble. This video was entirely unplanned, but as of 9 p.m. on October 27th, here I am writing the script for it. And let me tell you why. Through the years, I've had many of my favorite kind of tanks come and go. Some get nerfed, some get outmatched by newer stuff, some even get removed. Circumstances change, and sometimes the love for a vehicle can as well, depending on how it changes. Why I say all of that is because the Challenger will forever be in my top 5 favorite vehicles in this game. Where it is in the top 5, I don't really know, but I know it's there. If you know me or have been to my stream more than a couple times, you'll know a few things of how I operate. I love tank destroyers. I love good standard pen. Mobility is a gift that some tanks do not get. I play weird tanks a lot just because. I don't really like marking tanks, and by extension, 100%ing them on their mark of excellence, because it's pointless. And I also think pike noses are the pineapple pizza of upper plates. Thoughts? So, as a hypothetical, what if there was a weird tank destroyer with good standard pen, no pike nose, and good mobility? The answer? I have it 100%ed for the past 6 months, without ever actually really trying to do that. The British had an influx of Cromwells and Centurion hulls and thought to themselves, how could we make these useful or stronger or whatever they thought at that time? I don't know, I'm not them. But whatever they thought, it resulted in a series of pretty interesting vehicles with various good guns throughout this entire thing. The Challenger in specific was equipped with the very good 32-pounder that is found on the Carnarvon, AT-15, and most importantly, of course, the Churchill gun carrier. 220 standard penetration on a tier 7 is fantastic. 2,700 DPM with normal equipment is great, one of the best at tier 7. 370 view range is as good as you can really expect at this tier. 900 health is high considering what this thing is, and of course the thickest rear turret armor in the game. And yes, this is actually real. Yes, it is 200 millimeters thick, and yes, there actually is a good reason for it to exist. It's the counterweight for the gun. And yes, this has mattered before. I carried a game in 2018 because an E25 hit it, which kept me alive, and later I won the match. Either way, this is a tank you can play at mid to long range, and even close range if you manage to get the timing down. The pros and cons are pretty simple for tanks like these. The pros are fantastic penetration, great DPM, alpha damage for what it is. It's a turreted tank, great mobility, good view range, good aiming speed, 10 degrees of gun depression, and the modules are really cheap to research because it's a tier 7. Obviously, nothing in this game can have everything, so the turret really only turns 60 degrees both ways if you use the top gun and not the Firefly's gun. There's no armor besides the Amazon $2,500 tungsten cube on the back. It's a 10mm forehead, which gets exposed first, always, so literally everything will pen it, including Artie. The hull traverse, and honestly the traverse in general, is a lot worse than what the Cromwell's is, apparently because the tank is actually longer. 30 shells is really the only complaint I have about this machine that I can make for specifically this machine. You will run out a lot, because I run out a lot, and it greatly restricts your blind shooting ability. I have more than one organic Faden's medal in this tank, and I could probably have cheesed like 7 more. Kind of neutral parts of this tank where it's like they're not strengths, but they aren't really weaknesses either, which is stuff that people usually don't talk about in videos like this. A top speed of 50. It's a Cromwell, So in theory it should be faster, but 50's nothing to scoff at either. It's actually still pretty good. The shell speeds are very, very average. It's over 1,000 or so with a good setup, and it's over 1250 on the APCR, so 2 thumbs up for me. That's actually pretty good. The moving dispersions basically remove snap shooting opportunities, but you're gonna learn that's how this entire line goes, so consistency, I guess. It's tier 7, so you'll fight tier 8s constantly, but this gun can handle that, which is more than I can say for a lot of tier 7s. 280 Alpha is something I'm going to come back to for a brief moment before we show some gameplay, because 280 Alpha is one of the most consistently good alphas in the entire game. Because, again, for some reason, whenever a tank has 280 Alpha, or gets buffed to have 280 Alpha or something like that, good things just happen. And the T-42. The sheer punchiness of this gun is fantastic at tier 7, and it is massively rewarding with good shooting. It is a heavily underrated tank that I would say matches the definition of an underrated tank. It's cheap to unlock, cheap to run, cheap to research, very reliable, and very good. So good that we dedicated an entire day of streaming to it, so enjoy the various things that happened on an absolutely bonkers session that we had the day after writing this script. I'm not gonna ask why some people wake up in the morning and decide, I'm gonna play the left today. I was born with the curse of being too clever for my own good, which is not a brag because it doesn't help a lot of the time. And what you'll find out very quickly is that people have 1 to 2 go-tos. Once those don't work, or once someone pokes holes in those and they deflate and fly around the room like a balloon, they just lose it. Like once you poke holes in their two God's given insults that they use for everything, they just deflate at the keyboard. Also love shooting at a 4202 in the upper plate, and that hits. That hits. So we couldn't do that to the top tier medium, but dude, holy crap, gun. Some of these misses are like just I was gonna say, some of these misses are just indescribable. Okay, we might lose the base, we might not. We're probably gonna lose heavy corner because the G-Sword just showed up, so I'm gonna go over here. And that's why I didn't want to stay in mid. I want to shoot this guy first. That's kind of why. No! Why? Okay. Holy crap, physics. Trying to bury me alive here. Or change that fact, I guess. Holy crap, physics. That's insanely lucky. Scorpion, by the way, shooting gold for some reason only he understands. Yeah, that's true. You can really put the comma wherever you want with the whole holy crap physics. I really wish I didn't take that Scorpion hit because that just ruined my carry potential from this position. Come on, little more. I'm gonna wait for a tree to get in between me and him. Notice, by the way, besides the tier 6 arty, there's 1 tier 6 left in this entire game because the Jackson just died. There also probably is someone right there. And that. Just push him. Okay. That is a... our spot. Okay, that's very bad, actually. Do not engage. Do not engage. Centurion, do not engage. We don't know where the KV-2 is. That guy can kill you in 2 seconds. Do not engage. I didn't knock anything over, by the way. That's just a really good guess. That's amazing timing. Oh, that's amazing. That's to be expected. Climb this, please climb this, please climb this. Oh my god, he's actually blocking it though. Drive! Alright, that happened. How though? The G-Sor got overconfident and he went clean over the top. The other thing is that he saw me survive in the water and just figured that he could do it too. I actually took 12 damage by bumping into the dead G-Sor in the water. Also, yeah, that guy was on 5 kills. That was full greed. The problem is they just sit on a corner and then there's no way for me to actually do this. I also doubt they're gonna go cap at this stage of the game. He's sitting right there, and you know it, too. He'll be fine, yeah. Okay. Except for the fact that I need to high roll him with this shell. What is it with that position on fjords that just works? I don't know. You know for a fact they are torching that G-Sor in the chat. You know for a fact they are torching that guy in chat. Basically the best heavy tank gun at tier 8 is this gun. And they put it at tier 7. And that Tiger P's gonna die. Yo, Yag, turn around, buddy. You shoot the Type 59. Good job. Did this guy have 2 repair kits? Crazy! Congrats on the job, by the way. I saw that earlier today. You're impressed anyone can even hear the music? Yeah, because, like, I don't want it to be too loud. For a couple reasons. One is partially just so guys like Enviro don't have to, like, try doing some insane edit work on the music. Holy crap, that actually hit. That's the people say they like my voice, and it's like, I don't know how or why. I mean, I know I have the face for radio, but I keep forgetting. Oh yeah, you reload in like 5 seconds. Just do it. I keep forgetting. Like, oh yeah, you reload in 5 seconds. Get down. He still got the ram kill. Okay. Huge! Oh, Andy just fired, I think. Or I was spotted the whole time. I'm kind of leaning towards that one. Why so many challenges in my game? Trendsetter. I don't know. Artie. Again, by the way, my reload on this tank has been 6.3 seconds for like 3 years at least. This is the first day I've put any other equipment on. So that's why it's like, oh yeah, I'm reloaded already. And I'm just not... Well, that's happening. Be-doo-be-doo-ba-doo-be-doo-ba. Go 1v1 him? I could, actually, because I have better reload. But I think it's funnier if I do this.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
No.
Enemy armor is hit.
I have been so annoying this match. And I know it. Dookie aim. Okay, to be fair, shooting HE at a GW Panther is a nightmare. Legit, it's either you kill him or you don't. Like, and I think this is spaced armor, so it might just non-pen by default, maybe. But like, if he's driving around, you literally just shoot here, or you miss this, or you, I don't know. Also, thanks, team. Actually, thanks, team, so much for completely abandoning me here. That genuinely, they have completely abandoned me here.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Sweet.
Penetration.
Sweet. Blask, please. Also, are you serious with this happening, by the way? This is actually happening. Are you for real?
Enemy is hit.
Are you actually for real?
Penetration. We fixed the track. Get going.
This is happening, I guess. W key machine, I guess. Thank you, Blesk, for being the only teammate with eyes. Literally. The reason I didn't die there, and the reason that went well at all, is because that Blesk actually existed. Like, Ergy, you were the Blesk? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Literally the only person with eyes on any, like, there was like 6 people back there, and you were the only one that actually came back and recognized, hey, there's this guy, and this guy, and this guy actually driving into the base. Yeah, dude. Anyway, yeah, we're playing Challenger today, and it's going very well.